Halo Sobat Gen Z and Millennials, balik lagi sama gue Satria Permana di program Locker Room. Aduh, gue seneng banget hari ini, spesial banget karena gue kedatangan dua legends yang mungkin ini salah satunya MU banget, salah satunya Bayern Munich banget. Jadi buat dua fans yang klub ini pasti kalian akan penasaran siapa sih legends yang datang. Cuma mungkin yang kalian udah ngikutin berita di IDN Times tentang Champions League Trophy Tour, pasti kalian udah tahu siapa. Oke, please welcome Bastian Schweinsteiger and Luis Nani. And then
Terima kasih.
kita juga punya satu perwakilan dari Heineken, ada Mbak Jessica di sini selaku yang ngebawa Champions League Trophy Tour-nya nih. Kalau nggak ada Mbak Jessica, nggak sini nih Champions League Trophy Tour. Oke, mungkin kita ngobrol dulu sama Mbak Jessica. Mbak, Champions League Trophy Tour tuh kan beberapa kali ya ke Indonesia dan aku sering juga tuh dulu liputan, tapi sekarang udah jarang. Sorry ya. Tapi apa sih Mbak sebenarnya yang mendasari teman-teman dari brand itu untuk ngedatengin lagi Champions League Trophy Tour ini?
Ya.
Gitu, Mbak.
Jadi kalau saya dilihat sebenarnya Indonesia itu kan negara populasi terempat di dunia gitu ya, dan mayoritas dari situ sebenarnya pencinta sepak bola banget. Nah, dan kita sadari juga tahun ini sebenarnya ada satu yang unik karena trofinya datang sebenarnya hari Senin dan hari Selasa. Dan kalau saya dilihat pekerja kantoran itu sebenarnya 8 dari 10 pekerja kantoran itu sebenarnya football fans. Tadi kita barusan masuk ke kantor IDN Times juga udah banyak yang menanti juga gitu ya. Dan itulah sebagai semangat dari Heineken untuk membawa ini. Karena Trophy Tour yes bukan pertama kali kita bawa, tahun lalu kita juga sempat bawa dan beberapa kali sebelumnya. Tapi tiap tahun kita pengen membawa kejutan yang berbeda. Dan kali ini kita pengen memberikan surprise terhadap pekerja kantoran yang memang hardcore fansnya dari football and Champions League.
Nah, kenapa pilih IDN?
Kenapa pilih IDN?
Kenapa pilih IDN? Karena jujur aku sebagai jurnalis IDN itu senang banget akhirnya mampir ke sini.
Ya.
Gitu.
Jadi kalau saya bicara tentang Heineken, it's actually about good times gitu. Dan kita pengen memberikan actually surprise. Nah, tentunya pas kita punya konsep yang agak-agak, apa bisa atau enggak gitu ya. Sebenarnya kita pengen memberikan surprise terhadap pekerja gitu kan ya, kantoran. Nah, pas kita nyampein ide ini ke IDN, disambut dengan positif banget. Semoga belum di-spill surprise-nya, tapi hopefully abis ini kan ya kita mau surprising dari karyawan juga. Mereka bahkan nggak tahu kan bahwa trofinya Bastian dan Nani akan datang untuk surprise mereka. Jadi kebayang banget dan itu yang surprise, yang kejutan yang kita pengen memberikan buat hardcore fansnya dari UCL.
Oke, kita geser ngobrol sama Bastian sama Nani. You've been here for 3 days, right? And how do you feel about Indonesia?
Yeah, amazing. It's first time actually really to feel the vibe of Indonesia, and especially Jakarta. So very happy to have the opportunity to be here with Heineken to bring the trophy close to the supporters, to everyone. That's a big honor, and really enjoy also to have the connection to the supporters, which sometimes during your career it's not always possible to have this kind of connection to worldwide supporters, and now with the trophy tour is it possible, and that's why we are both very happy to be here.
So, Luis?
Yeah, it's been amazing as well. It's a great opportunity to know better the country, the culture. I had this opportunity, a part of being with a lot of fans yesterday, and it's great as well. So it's fantastic to connect with them as well, because we know it's not always they have this opportunity. They are far from the center of the football in Europe, so we know who lives in that side. It's have more chances to meet players, to see the cup and participate in some games and watch some games more regular. And here we know we have to do some extra, take more time to give the chance to the fans to get close and have some signs, some autograph from us. And it's been a pleasure to be here. It's a great moment, so I've been enjoying so far.
Was it crazy atmosphere, right?
Yes, it was actually, it was. But I was like, wow, so many fans. I knew that here in Indonesia, you love football. You're like waking up in the middle of the night, leave the office, leave your place, and watch football together. That's something very special.
Yeah.
And to be then finally here and also see that, it means a lot. And yes, we learned also a few words from Indonesia as well. So you tried a little bit spicy food as well. That's also good. But
Okay.
what Nani said is correct. The supporters, they are far away from the distance from the UEFA Champions League in Europe, but we still can feel the power of their support, and that's amazing, and really appreciate that.
What kind of food do you taste? The spicy one, right?
Yes.
Rendang.
Actually,
misalnya.
yesterday I tried some spicy things that I don't know the name, but yeah.
They tried
You-
rendang
you-
yesterday.
You
Oh,
feel
rendang.
after a couple of seconds.
Okay.
So I tried, and then they asked me how I feel. I said, "That's great." And after 2 seconds, I was coughing. So, but yeah, but was good. Was good.
Yeah, was it good?
I like the food. Actually, you guys have good food, good kitchen. And yeah, I'm enjoying a lot. I tried the coffee, the coffee as well.
Yep.
So the strong one, which the name is.
I think
Gayo.
the owner gave you luwak.
Luwak.
Coffee.
Luwak.
Yeah, luwak,
It's
yeah,
kind
luwak.
of Chivet coffee.
Yeah.
That he gave
It was
you.
good. It was a good
Yes,
experience.
okay.
So I know when the next time I come back here, I know where to take my coffee.
Oke, it's okay. Jadi mereka udah lokal banget kayaknya, udah ngerasain makanan di Indonesia, rendang. Terus Bastian juga tadi udah belajar sedikit-sedikit kata-kata dalam bahasa Indonesia. How do you remember the words of Indonesia? What is it?
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih, oke?
Yeah, sama-sama.
Sama-sama.
Sumber chamber.
Apa?
Oh, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Selamat
Sampai-
tinggal.
Sampai jumpa.
Sampai
Auf
jumpa.
Wiedersehen.
Yes, auf Wiedersehen.
Auf
Yes,
Wiedersehen.
yes.
Apalagi Kriol.
Gini-gini bisa dong bahasa Jerman dikit-dikit ya kan? Oke.
Next time I will be better prepared
No
when I come
problem,
back
no
to
problem.
Jakarta. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so Bastian and Luis, both of you played in a lot of Champions League matches. So, can you describe to us how's the feeling when you playing for your clubs and lift the trophy? Give us the explanation. How's the feeling? How's the atmosphere when you did that?
It's great. It's the best feeling you can have. We all, as a players, our dream is to play a Champions League game, and it's possible you can win this trophy. I think every player who win this trophy, it's satisfied from his career. Obviously, there is more competition you want to win for your country. You want to win the World Cup, the European Cup, but. Play for Champions League is something special. The music, your friends, always making some jokes or some. We play around with the Champions League things, some music or the game, or you know. And this, you grow up with these kind of things and make you believe and dream more about one day to play and achieve. This big achievement, win the cup. I've done this one time, and I can say it's the best feeling in your career, because bring your name to the top of the world, to the best. You be involved in the best players in the world, because just the best players who can win this competition, and the best teams. And I'm lucky to be part of the story of the Champions League.
Yeah. So, how about you, Bastian?
Well, I won the World Cup, which is also not bad, but winning this trophy with your childhood club meant for me everything. So I was a little boy and was a huge supporter of Bayern Munich. And then when you started a career over there was 18, your dream is one day to lift this trophy in the air. And it happened. And that's a very special feeling. The Champions League format is something unique. It has its soul, the competition has its own soul. The games in the evening, you play against the best teams in Europe.
Yeah.
That is something you cannot, you have to almost feel it on the
Yeah,
pitch.
yeah.
Like it's something incredible. And we were facing a lot of times against each other as well. And there was always great battles, great games, but also a lot of respect.
Was he good?
He was not bad. One day he was like literally destroying us when we played at Old Trafford. We were down after 20 minutes, 3-0. We won the first leg 2-1 in Munich, but then we came to Old Trafford and all of a sudden a hurricane
Yeah.
was flying
Yeah.
over us, and he scored a fantastic backheel goal. It was
Yeah.
incredible. Yeah.
I remember that.
I remember that.
Oke, Mbak Jessica, kalau dengerin cerita mereka kan artinya Champions League itu selalu magical, selalu. Aku sebagai jurnalis sepak bola, sebagai fans sepak bola, aku fans Liverpool. Actually, I'm fans of Liverpool, not Manchester United. Sorry Luis. Sorry Luis.
should go.
Sorry. Artinya ada sesuatu yang ingin Heineken bawa. Dan apa sih Mbak yang membuat campaign ini sebenarnya berbeda dari campaign sepak bola lainnya?
Jadi sebenarnya kerjasama Heineken dengan UEFA itu udah berjalan lebih dari 15 tahun dan masih panjang perjalanan. Nah ini keunikannya kenapa? Karena kalau misalnya tadi bicara dari Luis juga, dari Bastian juga bilang kalau kita bicara kompetisi football the best of the best dan dia konsisten setiap tahun itu adalah UEFA Champions League gitu. Dan Heineken sebagai salah satu bir yang paling internasional, kita juga pengen partneran dengan yang the best of the best gitu. So partnership ini panjang jalanannya gitu. Dan salah satunya memang kita beruntung tahun ini juga kita kebagian juga kedatangan trofinya dari 5 negara di dunia yang bawa ini juga. Dan konsep kali ini kita pengen memberikan sesuatu yang berbeda. Kalau tahun lalu sebenarnya 3 hari di venue yang sama, jadi ribuan orang datang dengan komunitas. Tahun ini kita pengen mendekatkan diri ke fansnya. Apalagi ini soalnya Senin sama Selasa gitu. Jadi tadi pagi Bastian sama Luis juga di kantor yang lain gitu ya. Mereka surprise banget gitu, bahkan mereka nggak tahu bakal kedatangan. They didn't realize the trophy is coming with both of you this morning. Gitu. So they were like, wow, it's so surprising. And kemarin kita juga di lokasi di Asta juga seharian juga lining up fans dari office worker, but it's also from the football community, from Bayern, from MU, and so many others as well. So you can see like animo pencinta sepak bola dan terutama untuk Champions League itu sangat besar banget. Dan kali ini beruntung banget karena dari UEFA sendiri juga memberikan support yang lebih. Jadi pas datang tadi pagi dan kemarin gitu itu bukan cuman ini doang nih, memorabilia itu banyak banget gitu. Jadi yang udah desain bolanya, jersey-nya itu bisa dilihat semua yang tadinya tuh dikunci mungkin di headquarternya UEFA. Gitu.
Okay. Thank you, keren banget. Anyway, Luis and Bastian. Okay, you played a very epic battle in UCL. So who's the toughest opponent for you? Which club or which player?
Bayer was one of them when we played against them.
Because
But,
he's here. Because he's here.
no.
Oh, no.
This game, in that game, if we didn't lose that game, we probably were champions again.
Okay.
But I think Barcelona was the toughest team we played in that time
Okay.
because we lost 2 finals
Yeah, I remember that.
in 3 years against them, and they were amazing. So, yeah.
Okay. So, Bastian?
Toughest opponent team. There was this period of Barcelona when they were playing with.
But you destroyed them.
Yeah, we
7
destroyed them.
years.
Yeah, true.
Right?
Thank you for now. Yes. But before that, they had Neymar, Suarez, and Messi up front.
Yeah.
And Xavi Iniesta. That was not easy to defend. But it was Barcelona. But for me, in the end, toughest opponent. I mean, I lost 2012 against Chelsea in Munich in our living room, more or less. So that's a tough one. But in terms of teams, I would say Barcelona in that period was quite a strong team.
Okay, let's get.
Not Liverpool.
Liverpool.
It's shame.
in that time, Liverpool was like looking like Man United in this moment.
Yeah, not like
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah.
But now you look more happier.
Now you're happy. Now you're happy. Now you
Every
can
day
talk.
I'm happy because we won a lot. We win a lot. We won a lot. And we will be the champion this season, right?
But not in Champions League, right?
Yeah, no, not in Champions League. We lost to PSG. Okay, so the trophy is just more than silverware. Like it represents ambitions and the others. So how do you see this trophy when you still the footballer, active footballer, and right now?
It's still like for me, it's a wonderful trophy. First of all, if you look at it, I mean, there are some trophies around the world. Maybe they're not that pretty, and it represents so much. You know, like even the past. You know, like when you won that trophy, it looks the same. So, but what I like then the Champions League format, it just brings all these big clubs together, you know, in one place, and And then this kind of competition you have also now with a new format. It's in a very early stage. You're able to see big rivalries are playing against each other, which both teams are looking for to win that trophy. And currently right now with the quarterfinals, like a lot of tight games. You have the one game in Munich, then you go to Milan. That's great to do, and it's a great competition. And I always like to look at the trophy. Yes.
Okay. So, Luis,
Yeah,
how about you?
You said everything. It's special. It's beautiful. Give you a great feeling, inspiration, dreams. Connects people.
Yeah.
Unite the fans, the teams. Creates special moments during the the competition. Special at the decided moments when it's like semifinals and the finals. Everyone want to see who is gonna lift the trophy. So yeah, I see that.
Bahkan tuh kalau misalnya dilihat behind that, actually you can see inscription of the winners.
Yeah.
So that is really special
Yes,
actually.
really
Kalau have a chance to see the trophy up
Then see
close.
it. So we push.
I cannot hold
see
it. You can exactly. So
Okay,
then you can see actually the
Liverpool.
real winners.
Liverpool, yeah.
Up
Is it
close.
Liverpool is there?
Liverpool is
there.
there.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
More than Manchester United for the Champions League,
Yeah.
right?
No, but we are there the special moments.
Yeah.
There is certain dates for certain
Yes.
clubs. So just a few special clubs there, the name there.
Yeah.
So I think Man United is one of them.
Okay. So, what is the most memorable moments for both of you when you play in the Champions League in your career?
I mean, of course, when you win the trophy,
Yeah.
you hold it in your
It's kind
hand.
of magical, right?
Yeah, because also with Munich, we were chasing that trophy for a few years. We lost two finals before, 2010, 2012, and then you finally are not passing by the trophy with the handshakes and get the medal. You touch the
You
trophy,
touch them.
and that was something very special, obviously. So that's probably the moment which is the most emotional moment in my career at club football.
Okay. How about you? Please.
Yeah. We were so comfortable in this competition for so many years. And then in football it happens like that. It's when you are so comfortable, we are so used to play that competition to reach the quarterfinals, semifinals. You don't see the same as before. The first time is always the first time. So my first time was so special because we went through the final, we won the final, everything was magic. But the next years was more complicated because we reached the finals and then didn't win. Yeah, this memories is the ones remains more in my head because if we won that last two, could be something out of the normal, no? So after the world. So yeah, this is my big memories.
Okay, that's great. It was, yeah, I'm feeling happy for this interview. It's like so
Magical.
wow.
Yeah.
With the two legends, I'm
Yes.
starstruck. I'm starstruck actually. Yeah, even I'm Liverpool fans. Oke, it means a lot. Jadi kita udah dengerin tadi bagaimana Bastian, Mbak Jessica, sama Luis Nani menceritakan bagaimana sih sebenarnya magicalnya trofi ini, dan IDN Times, IDN khususnya juga sangat beruntung bisa mendapatkan kesempatan kita didatengin sama trofi ini. Nggak ada lagi loh kantor lain yang dapat kesempatan ini, dan terima kasih buat Mbak Jessica yang udah bawa trofi ini ke sini. So, saya Satria Permana, jurnalis IDN Times. Terima kasih sudah menonton Locker Room yang seru banget, dan kita dapat insight dari Bastian dan Luis Nani tentang bagaimana magical Champions League dan cerita mereka mengangkat trofinya itu seperti apa. Oke, sampai di sini, sampai ketemu di Locker Room selanjutnya. Salam olahraga.